Tyson Geik of the NHL Flash here with Ryan Kennedy of the Hockey News Draft and Prospect Expert. Ryan, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So Ryan, an extremely busy day today, a lot of moves being made. I don't know if the moves were as big as we thought they were going to be. Maybe, some out there predicting bigger. But, who would you say were the winners at draft day?
Well, I really liked what Philadelphia did in the draft itself. Ivan Provorov's a very solid defenseman, and then to pick up Travis Konechny, who's probably a little underrated because of his size, but a real kind of heart and soul guy with a lot of skill. I think it's always nice when a team gets that kind of diversity. And then, obviously you look at Calgary just by way of the Dougie Hamilton trade. The Flames they gave up picks, but the defenseman they got in return is so much better than possibly what they could have gotten with any of those picks. You get a guy that's a monster in advanced stats. He's still really young, just turned 22, and he can put up some points. So a big win for Calgary.
The Buffalo Sabres adding players like Robin Leonard, McGinn, O'Reilly, and Eichel, of course. Who would you say is the most improved team? Because I would vote for Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo's certainly going to be very interesting. I think it's still going to be a year or two before they're competitive, and I'm sure that's all part of their master plan. But with Jack Eichel, you have your franchise center now, and don't forget, they also have Sam Reinhart in the pipeline. It'll be interesting to see, is Ryan O'Reilly the number 2 center in the sort of master plan, or does he become that great shutdown guy once Sam Reinhart ascends to that secondary role, or is Sam Reinhart the shutdown guy with offensive upside? So a lot of potential there in Buffalo.
The Boston Bruins making some extremely interesting moves today. Would you say, and I'm not saying they're the losers by any means, but would you say there might have been draft day losers here?
I think they had a very tough day. Don Sweeney, it seemed like he was trying to move some of the picks he got in the Hamilton deal, and in just dealing Hamilton, obviously, Dougie needed a new contract. They were up against the cap. It really seemed like there was probably offer sheets coming, and the Bruins wanted to sort of deflect from that and get ahead of it. But the selections they made with those 3 picks, I'm not sure if they really wanted to be picking in that order, 13, 14, 15. I think they probably could have gotten at least one of those players in the second round, maybe even the third round. So in that respect, I think it's probably a tough night for the Bruins.
With the exception of Connor McDavid and Jack Eichel, which players in this draft would you say may be NHL ready right away?
Well, I think, Provorov would be an option. Mikko Rantanen certainly has the build and the experience since he has played against men in Finland before. It really comes down to situation. You look at a guy like Noah Hanifin. I think he's probably better served to go back to Boston College for a year and really lead that Eagles team, but I think he has the capability to jump straight into the NHL. But, with Carolina, no reason to rush him. So because of that, I think Hanifin will go back, but he has the skill.
Finally, Ryan, which player out of everyone drafted in the first round so far would you say has been the biggest steal?
Well, Nick Merkley at 30 for me. Arizona got him with the final pick of the first round. This was a player that I thought would go maybe top 15, definitely top 20. He's a little bit shorter. He's in the 5'10" range, but very tenacious, puts up a ton of points, helped Kelowna go all the way to the Memorial Cup final, and really holds on to the puck well. It's tough to get it off of him. So for Arizona to get him that late was pretty incredible.
It's Ryan Kennedy of the Hockey News. Stay tuned for more analysis of the 2015 NHL entry draft right here with the NHL Flash.